Back to our writing for this week, video 2. A good plot contains a problem that the character needs to solve. A writer can use action and suspense to make the reader interested in what happens next. So one way to gather ideas for the plot of a story or fictional narrative, which is what we're doing this week, is to use a list to organize your ideas. I'm going to demonstrate using a list to organize ideas for the character setting and plot of my own fictional narrative. Okay? So here is the sample. We have our questions who, where and when, and what in one column. Okay, in the left column. So my narrative is about a family surviving a tornado. Okay, so I'm just using the example. I'm going to write that in the what section of my list. So the what is survive a tornado. Now think about the characters and setting of my narrative. I think the setting will be at home, so I will write that in the where and when section of my list. The characters are probably family members, so I'll write the family members in the who section. Mom, dad, brother, sister. Okay? So what you're going to do is make a list like the one that I have made here on your screen, and you are going to work with your prompt again. Which is to write a fictional narrative about characters who survive a natural disaster. Okay, so you're going to write a fictional narrative about characters who survive a natural disaster, and you're going to begin planning your own story by completing an ideas list like the one on your screen. So pause the video now, make a chart like the one that's on your screen, and with your own story idea, your characters that survive a natural disaster, you're going to fill the who, where and when, and what, and come back to the video once you've finished your list. A good plot introduces character, setting, and problem at the beginning. The middle of a story tells how the characters try to solve the problem, and the end tells the resolution or how the problem is worked out. Now, readers really like a resolution that provides closure and answers all of their questions. Okay, so here is no resolution. Okay, this is an example from your story this week. Manu was still missing under the water. Not a very good resolution. Okay, but here is one. Dog of the Sea Waves carried Manu to the surface as his brothers ran to embrace him. Okay, that ending tells how the problem is solved. Why is it better? It tells how the problem is worked out and what happens to the character. It doesn't leave us hanging, it gives us closure. Okay, so you are going to look at your list of ideas and you are going to choose the best ideas about character, setting, and plot. And we're going to organize them into a story map. Okay? So where will you put the details that tell the details in your story? Okay, where will I put the details that tell how my family deals with the tornado? Details tell how the family is solving the problem, so I want to put them in the middle of my plot. Okay? You are going to use your ideas, your list of ideas, the who, the what, where, and how, and you are going to put it into a graphic organizer like this one. Okay? Organizing the events so that they unfold naturally, making sure you know your setting and your characters, and how your plot changes from the beginning and the middle and the end of your story. Okay? So this is your job today. You're going to put your list of ideas into a sequence and start kind of pre-writing your story here.